El Melchior. You can't be much further, can you, Melchior? Are you ready to be defeated, Melchior? I learned from Final Fantasy XV's villain that if you say somebody's name a lot, it's supposed to make you really creepy and powerful sounding. Melchior. Oh, right. They gave me that back. You know, you're in a cold area, and below you is heat, and you've got like a giant fan-shaped hat. How are you not getting like liftoff right now from all of the rising air? You think that he'd get lifted right off that cliff and go sailing off? That'd be a sight.
The four elemental Empyreans are the beings that maintain the balance and harmony between earth, water, wind, and fire. Have you even stopped to think about why they sleep? About what waking them will do to this world's order?
Not really. I don't much care.
They sleep because of arrogant, insolent wretches like you. The Empyreans derive their power and that of their blessings from the prayers of the pure at heart. But humans became corrupted and neglected their prayers. The forgotten Empyreans drifted into slumber.
Human prayers are the source of their power? Just like the Malachim.
Are you trying to say Inomata blesses someone when he eats their soul?
As the fifth Empyrean, Inomata's purpose is to eat human souls, malevolence and all, and to wipe the slate clean. When all mankind is once again pure as a newborn babe, the elemental Empyreans can be safely revived.
You want to wipe the slate? But that means...
Yes, civilization will crumble. The spread of malevolence, the cleansing of Inomata, the cycle has repeated countless times over the eons. That is why human civilization rises and falls. But if this continues, humanity will never surpass a certain threshold. Thus, the Abbey will control Inomata's power, so that we may guide humanity into a new, better era.
It all makes sense now. You developed the art of armatization to control Inomata.
And in order to create the Armatus, you needed the technology found in Siegfried, didn't you?
So that's why you got Ifried involved in all of this.
Just as light cannot exist without darkness, no great achievement comes without sacrifice. Even I must be made tribute for the sake of our ideal world!
Armatus!
No, you don't!
Eisen, stop! I told you, he's a crafty old buzzard.
I should have known it wouldn't be that simple.
He just wanted to kick us all off the ledge. That's pretty funny. Holy tropes, Batman. So first we had the weighted clothes trope, and now we have someone saying that all of this happens in infinite cycles over and over again.
Rebellious fools, ill fallen so far, Muggelonica.
I'm Muggelonica no longer! I am the evil witch, Muggy Lou!
Right. My combo's all goofed up. Whoa. Right, yeah, the entire thing's combo really strangely customized now. Gotta get back to the wind. So I just remove these completely. Okay, so get back to greens. Swallow Dance. Moonlight Cyclone. Already had Rising Falcon. I remember that one from Vesperia. That attack. Yeah, green's one of the only things I actually have 4 different attacks for. Actually, no, I hate that attack. Get out of here. Now I remember why I hate you. Let's try anything that's not Rising Falcon. That combo destroyer. There we go. Yeah, grounding strike is so much better. Charging. There we go. Oh, let's get that real quick. Boing. And now he's got floating orbs behind him, because of course he does. Hey, buddy. Pain time. Yeah, he's hardly reacting at this point. Wow, this armortization's lasting forever. I mean, not armortization, that's the wrong thing to call it. Hello. Just try and stack it up. How much trouble are we in here? We kind of want Eleanor up. Let's see. Let's bring in Aizen. I'll go ahead and use one of these. There we go. Waiting for the item cooldown. Let's take care of my own healing for a second. There we go. Interrupt? Nope. No interrupt happened here. Dang. Watch out. Hey, thank you. That's what I want. Aizen's here to make a mess. He's already half down. I wonder if he has multiple phases. Keep it going. Just keep it going. Oh, it's looping now. This is bad for him. This is really bad for him. Oh, he's not getting juggled anymore, though. Well, the damage is still happening, and that's what counts. He's down to 21 out of 84, below 25%, I believe. Or maybe dead on. Level 56, so I am definitely running behind a little bit. There's no combo points to grab. Oops, wrong button. Oh, well that didn't work. Ooh. Look at all these points I can grab. Oh, Lofty set. Oh well. I'll keep him busy while Eleanor picks up Aizen in a way that does not eat into my supply of life bottles, hopefully. There we go. Oh. That's not good. Oh. That's not good. That's not good. There we go. Thanks for that point. Please revive them, Aizen. There you go. Come here. Don't run away from me. Keep it going. Then follow up with the finisher. There we go. I might go down now. I have 1 hit point left. Armortize. Crap. There we go. I keep calling it armortization now. I can't stop. Come here. Oh, I missed. That's bad. Oh, that's ice. That's a bad time. Hi there. Come here. Don't run past me. Pay attention to me. Almost there. Oh, we're like right there. Uh-oh. That was a bad time to enter the fray. Uh-oh. Speaking of things that are not great ideas. Okay, no, I'm using a life bottle. At least on my character. I need to be a distraction for a bit. Man, he used his mystic art at his like 1% health threshold. Just go down. We're so close.
Not here. Not.
Oh, I should have revived Eleanor. She's not gonna get experience, is she?
Oh, were I only 100 years younger?
100? He's used an oath to add years to his life. Centuries, even.
Is that what you call rational? Sounds like an obsession.
I've said the same thing thousands of times. If it were my choice, I'd have let myself die naturally long ago. But did he not say? Man can turn reason into disorder, but also can we surpass it. Our true power is in transcending the possible to achieve the ideal.
So were the words of the exorcist Claudin.
They were foolish.
Think what you will. I'll show you the truth of his words.
You think illusions will work on us now?
Not in the least. But it bought me enough time to finish my art.
Are you trying to set off the volcano?
You'll die too!
As long as I take the Lord of Calamity with me, I have no regrets. That's because I follow reason. Oh. Oh! How dare you insult Claudin's ideal soul!
Hey, Master. Emotions are a real pain, aren't they?
What was that?
The elemental Empyreans have awoken.
We are free. We will no longer be your tools.
Oh dear, what's happening?
Yay! Eleanor still got the experience. So I guess boss fights don't count. 40,000.
You saved us, Magulu. Thanks. If you hadn't thrown Melchior off balance, we'd all be dead.
I settled my own affairs. Nothing more. But if you want to thank me, I accept gifts.
I take it back.
He couldn't hurt those flowers. Was that his oath?
No. That old fool loved flowers more than anything else. Far more than he did any living human. That's all there was to it.
I suppose even a legate could never fully control his heart.
Same goes for a witch. Sometimes living can be the hardest affliction. Have the 4 elemental Empyreans awakened?
Who knows? But anything that would sleep through that isn't worth our time.
Better watch your mouth or they'll smite you. I can feel a shift in Inominat's domain.
Yeah, all 4 of them have awoken. Inominat has been pushed out from the Earth pulses.
Humanity's amplified resonances will diminish, and many Malachim will regain their free will. The Exorcists will likely lose a good chunk of their forces.
Eleanor, have you lost your ability to fight too?
Sorry to disappoint, but I can still see you. Evil demons, Malachim, and witches alike.
You know where he is.
I can feel him. His body has left the Earth pulses. He's somewhere above the Empyrean's throne now. Artorias is with him. However, Inominat is pushing back against the other Empyreans with incredible force.
If the 4 are defeated, we'll lose our last chance. No time to waste.
Let's go. It's time to end this.
Yeah! The mountain doesn't appear to be erupting, or doing anything else, really. I'd say that's a relief.
Were Melchior's claims only a bluff?
I'm not convinced. Most of his threats had as much truth in them as he could muster.
With the 4 Empyreans revived, the land is awakened. Changes in the Earth that once took eons will now happen in a few hundred years.
A few hundred years?
The mountain will erupt, but not for a long while.
A long while to a human, maybe. But compared to the history of the land, it'll be a blink of an eye.
But Inominat is the Empyrean of suppression. Who can say what will happen when we kill him? Well, it's not like I care anyway. I think we should care.
Melchior sure was strong, wasn't he?
Yeah. If it weren't for Magulu's help, we wouldn't have stood a chance.
But you saw the opening she gave us and took it.
Did you want to be the one to finish him off?
If it mattered to me, I'd have fought him alone. We all had our reasons to fight him. The opportunity just happened to be yours. That's all there is to it.
I understand.
If Melchior had only manipulated Ifrid for personal reasons, then that would be settled now. But he was acting based on his idea of reason. That creating a world without malevolence was worth the cost of destroying people's free will. Ifrid won't be avenged until I destroy that very philosophy.
Your business with the Abbey isn't done.
Not even close. You all could just sit around twiddling your thumbs, and I'd still take the heads of Artorias and Inominat on my own. If you want to be the ones to finish them off, you'll have to beat me to it.
You're on.
I'll fight with everything I've got. That's all I can do.
That's plenty.
Not just that Velvet had the opportunity, also their entire plan came down to Velvet killing Melchior and consuming him and everything. Everything would have been ruined if somebody else just killed him and that was it. But we do have some idea of what's going to happen with Inominat gone, even if I don't know if it's the exact cause and effect or just something that happens after regardless, but ultimately, the average human will not be able to see demons or Malachim or anyone besides other humans, really, and they won't even fully understand the scourge that demons are, and so war will break out, and there will be like this it'll almost be like demons and Malachim are this metaphorical force for good and evil that no one fully understands. It doesn't really, and isn't visible in the real world, which is really, seems to be in line with how, like, Eastern mythology works with, like, good and evil and spirits, and like how there's all these different gods that are for all these different deities and for different little creatures. There's deities for practically everything, and there's like these invisible like yokai concepts and so on and so forth. Like it actually fits with that in general. It's one of the most interesting things about Zestiria. It just lacked a decent plot and characters and other stuff to back up its interesting concept. It has as a basic setup.
I really don't mean to pry, but I've gotta know. Does it feel good to pinch all those souls out from your stomach?
That's kind of a gross way of putting it.
I have to agree with Velvet. The way you put it sounds so inappropriate.
I'm pretty sure that was her point.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why so cranky? I was only asking to see if you were getting hungry or not.
Then ask that in the first place.
Are you? Hungry, that is.
I do feel hungry, now that you mention it, but I don't think it has to do with losing those souls.
Then why is it?
Maybe my appetite is increasing as Inominat's suppression weakens.
Yeah, I'm suddenly feeling hungry myself.
My stomach could start growling at any moment.
I have been thinking of nothing but delicious things to eat for a while now.
I bet Magilu only brought it up because she's feeling peckish herself.
No, that's not the reason at all.
That settles it then. When we get back to the ship, you can take guard duty while we eat.
I'll make a quiche and pudding.
I'll cook up some penguin and tomato stew.
Ooh, I'd love to try your cooking, Madame Eleanor. Let's get back to the ship.
Getting all fired up about food. I would never... I would kill for a big bowl of sweet Kalegian-style borscht!
Then go find me some peaches.
Why peaches?
Because you can't have Kalegian borscht without peach pie for dessert.
Surprised they're not going to go for the, making that dish that Shigure was supposed to be really into. Although I guess, maybe they don't have the ingredients. Maybe they don't have the facilities to make that kind of stuff. I don't remember the ingredient in the recipe in great detail, but they did talk about taking Eleanor out to get it as opposed to making it. So maybe they can't. Really is a quick transition from dark to light, isn't it? I mean, from cold to hot. Oh wow, they skipped right down the mountain, didn't they? Oh yeah, they skipped all the way back down to me being at the entrance. Well, that's convenient. How nice of them. Hi. Yaks.
Glad to see you made it back in one piece, Velvet.
I'm here on orders from the boss to help you guys out.
We could certainly use it. How are things back in the city?
I came here from Helives, so I don't know how far the suppression has progressed. But I can tell you that the Abbeys designated the area north of Helives as a Class 4 administrative zone.
Which means they've pulled their forces out of the area.
What about the people of Mercio?
Everyone got out safe and sound, although they did petition for the extermination of the Lord of Calamity.
Of course.
I say we make this town our new hideout. When else are we ever gonna find a hideout that comes with hot springs?
That's a good idea. We should leave Kamoana and the others here.
Dial, could you stay and help them out?
As if you even had to ask.
Wow, that's surprisingly reliable for you, Dial.
Hey, that hurts. Now get going already. Benwick and the crew are making preparations in Helives right now.
Yeah, that's not nice, Velvet. He's nothing but reliable. It's all he ever does is be reliable and hang out and take care of everything for us. Also, when is he growing his tail back? It's like it's been an entire game now. It's presumably a huge span of time has happened and no progress. He has even acknowledged the concept of growing his tail back multiple times. Well.
Hey, Rokuro, how'd the showdown with your brother turn out? I killed him, but I couldn't break Stormhowl. Is that because Stormhowl was an even stronger sword than Kuragane's? No. Even with Shigure's full strength behind it, Stormhowl didn't even leave a nick in Kuragane's blade. If I didn't have this sword, I'd be dead now. I think I just couldn't break Stormhowl because I'm still too inexperienced. But you won the match, didn't you? Yeah, but only by combining my techniques with Kuragane's craftsmanship. If that's the case, then as long as you're wielding it, that sword is Stormquell. After all, Kuragane's sword did quell the Godblade's raging storm. Do you think Kuragane would agree? Are you kidding? You know how stubborn that guy is. He'd just say he'd forge something even stronger the next time. And that's why I say you shouldn't be satisfied with how you are either, Rokuro. I know. I'll find even stronger opponents to cut down. By my hand, Kurogane's Stormquell will become even more legendary than Stormhowl ever was.
That's the spirit! Show him what we demons can do!
They made a surprising number of animations for Dial, considering how little he gets shown in that particular skit scene. I wonder if they just weren't happy with how his mouth animates. They wanted to not do it very often, because they mostly stick with the one where everyone just stares at each other and talks that way. Let's offload some stuff here. Goodness me, look at all of this. And that's another 100,000 almost. Sure. Stock up on... Oh, that's the cell screen. Ooh. Gotta remember how expensive that nightmare is. There we go, stocked up on life bottles. That's pretty much the primary priority. And we're back to Heloise. Bit of a trek. Thought I'd skip ahead.
You there, Exorcist! Do you know what happened to the Praetor, Lady Teresa? She used to be in charge here. Lady Teresa is the only one who can restore law and order in our town. Please, send a message to the Abbey. Tell them that the citizens of Helives are awaiting her return. Even if the Lord of Calamity herself were to attack, I won't budge until Lady Teresa returns to us.
What will refusing to move accomplish?
If my life is in danger, I know Lady Teresa will come to save me. Her, in that ice-cold glare of hers.
Teresa won't be coming back.
What?
If you really love Teresa, you shouldn't rely on her to protect you. You should become strong enough to protect her.
Whoa, that burning glare of yours. I think I like it.
Wait, what?
Okay, he got creepy over time. Yeah, Teresa won't be coming back, and, Lord of Calamity, coincidentally, doesn't give a crap about attacking your town, so I guess this problem solves itself, and you can go on being your crazy self until the world ends.
We're planning evacuation routes. We need to be ready if the Calamity or demons show up in town.
When the Calamity attacked the first time, there was massive confusion. Some children got hurt in all the madness. We're preparing evacuation boats, so that we can all flee out to the sea if anything happens.
It's a good idea, but it will be hard to evacuate the entire town by boat. You'd best prepare a land route, too.
That's a good point. But wouldn't a land route run the risk of being attacked by demons?
Yes. You'll need to guard it as heavily as you do the city gates. It would be best if you could devise a way to prevent demons from intercepting the escape route, but...
Some of the exorcists lost use of their malachim. We can't count on the Abbey's garrison to help us.
I'll send a request for aid to the Abbey. But please, don't give up. Try to think of something.
Of course. There's no way we'll give up. You can't rely on someone else to protect you.
Can you really ask the Abbey for help?
I can send a Sylph-Jade to some of my old friends from when I was still in training. Even if they refuse to trust a traitor like me, they won't ignore the plight of the people here in Helives.
Is it just me, or did their two voices seem like they would better fit the opposite character between the two of them? It's like this one has like the higher voice, and this one has like a ridiculously deep voice, and like swapping the two would almost fit better. Not, I mean, voices don't match faces all the time, but you know.
Hey, how long are you going to sit there crying? You can't be a fisherman if you're afraid of some Lord of Calamity.
The demons that wrecked this town are still alive. Who knows when they'll show up again?
How about right now?
Sniveling idiot! Keep whining like that, and this Calamity whatever will keep walking all over you!
But what can we do? We can't even defeat a single demon.
That's why we take our boats, catch some fish, and make sure we've got enough food to keep on surviving. Didn't they drill anything into that fool head of yours in school? Do I have to knock some sense into you? Get up and get the boat ready!
That is one hot-headed dad.
Too hot for any demons to get near. That's for sure.
Yeah, everyone knows that you can't you can't be a fisherman unless you're completely fearless of all things, including like doom and the end of the world and so on. Lord of Calamity, pah, I'm a fisherman. That means I don't even give a crap. It's part of our job code.
Welcome back! I take it you defeated the Legates.
Yes, but that still leaves Inomata and the Shepherd.
Onward ho to the last battle! Oh, I picked up something nice for you. Here.
An apple?
It's a fortune apple. A good luck charm. No real powers, but they're hard to find. Legend has it, they're pretty lucky.
A fortune apple!
But we're the bad guys, aren't we? Maybe what we need is bad luck instead.
I think the Reaper's got that covered.
Aw, that's just mean.
Well, I appreciate the thought. Thanks, Benwick. I love apples.
Just don't eat it.
I couldn't eat it, even if I wanted. Wait a moment. That's right. My power to consume is a part of Inominat. If that's true, then...
What is it?
You want a bite? Delicious fortune apple.
No way. That's a good luck charm.
That it is. One to give you the courage you need to survive.
So, where's our final destination?
The Empyrean's throne.
Sail for Port Zexon.
Aye, aye, ma'am. Aye, aye, sir.
A superstition that tells you not to eat food. Aww.
Just don't eat him. Got it?
I won't. Don't worry.
That's a bad idea. Oh, it's our superstition. The stuff. It's an apple of luck. What do? You don't eat it. You stare at it until it rots. Yay. I wonder if the implication here is supposed to be that since her power to consume is part of Inominat, that if we did defeat Inominat, will she go back to normal? And be able to eat food again and taste it? And go on to being a happy little villager? I don't know. JRPG endings like to be apocalyptic and undo the characters that are in the story.
Do you think that with Inominat's power waning, people will be free again?
Well, the pirates are acting like pirates again. May take longer for others, but I think it's happening.
What do you think of traveling around to see for ourselves? I'd like to know what's going on out there.
I'd like to meet the elemental Empyreans, if I could.
That's not a great idea. They're all in various Earth Pulse points, but where those are is a mystery. They could be very far off.
And they might not view us as allies.
Yep, gods live by their own rules. Our business with Inominat probably doesn't concern them.
You're right.
It might be wise to scope out the situation before our battle. As we go around, we might find out more about what Artorias is up to.
I think at this point I most expect that Velvet and Lafayette will either die or become transformed or entrapped or some sort of, fate, destiny sort of thing happens that they get wrapped up into that terminates their story and progression and so on and then their freedom in some way or just kills them. And I expect maybe they become part with the Gaia and stuff. Ooh. And absorbed into the Earth Pulse. Something along those many lines that happens in the JRPGs a lot. While the remaining 4 party members all live on and kind of just return to life. They're just try to go back to having a life afterwards. Although Rokuro seems like he doesn't have a lot to go for. But I guess he could just be a wandering samurai and all that. But I expect a Sorei sort of ending on some level.
Hey, Rokuro! I heard about a Class 4 island that sounds damn near perfect for you.
An island that's perfect for me. Do the rivers flow with good drink?
Now that you mention it. But no, different island. I'm talking about you as a swordsman. The demons there all run around the island in suits of armor and helmets and stuff, I hear.
Armored demons are not unusual.
Yeah, but what I heard tell was that all the exorcists who got sent there came back with their swords broken. I don't know if they've got swords too, or if their armor is just that strong, but I reckon your sword will be able to stand up to them.
Well then, I've heard worse ideas.
If you believe the tales, that island used to be a place where swordsmen and knights competed to see who was stronger.
Oh yeah, I know the island you're talking about. Craftsmen from all over gave their finest weapons and armor to the greatest of warriors and made them fight. It was as much a showcase for those wares as it was a contest of strength.
So the demons on that island might come at us wielding fine arms and armor.
I'm certainly up for checking it out. I'm curious to see how good the stuff really is.
After all I've told you, you still want to go? What is wrong with you?
And between the relatively complex crafting system and upgrades and so on and so forth, and then the Class 4 islands and side quests and so on. You could spend a long damn time with this game if you wanted to. True to form, you can probably basically multiply the duration of your playthrough if you go min-maxing and completionist about everything you can. I kind of like just sticking to the story, though. There's like a momentum to it, and it feels weird to stray from it. Care for a fortune apple? You don't find a good luck charm like this every day. And we're looking for... yeah, Port Zexon in Midgand. Right? Yeah, everything else is class 4. I can't even go anywhere else right now, huh?